Hello, my angels, and welcome back to a new reading. I feel quite in my energy. I feel good. I feel happy and I feel excited. So let's see what's around this beautiful collective. Oh, damn. Okay. Maybe there's a reason for the excitement. We have date night. Get ready to be wined and dined. Manifest. Tell the universe exactly what you want, and love spell. You could definitely be in sort of a love bubble feeling when it comes to someone here with the date night. So someone could have been asking you out and wanting to take you on a date, or it's coming to you, right? And that's what you're feeling. You could have been manifesting this. Maybe not this exact person, but meeting someone or a specific person. That could be the reason for it as well, right? Then we have love spell. You've been bewitched. Again, I'm not gonna go into it. You know my beliefs on doing magic. However, this could be more of a feeling that you feel, again, this love bubbly energy, very happy, very excited, right? There's a reason for it. But I received my package today with my dices. So if we just take a dice here and let's just see what number comes out. Which one do I want to get? I want to get this one. It's very whimsical. I love whimsical. So let's just see. Has this come in yet? What was that? No, it lands on the same. 10. 10. 10. Ooh, I missed. Maybe there was a reason for it. 3. So this could be coming in 10 to 3 days. And you could maybe feel it. We have give it time on the bottom. Let's see, date night. Oh, someone else in the middle. Someone is trying to sabotage this. So this could be, again, we're doing what's around you, right? So this could be sort of making its way to you, right? But you would be feeling quite excited. So you could have indications that something is coming in for you. And again, it could be the energy connected to you that they're feeling excited, but then we have someone is trying to sabotage this. So that makes me feel maybe there's a reason it haven't quite come in yet, because this person is trying to navigate something here, coming to wanting to take you out. It could also, I guess, be a fear of them that they have. Will this be sabotaged if I come forward? Let's see, someone else. Confession. Oh, okay. So it's something here they want to talk about. And confession, confession is different to communicate. It means someone has been doing something that they shouldn't. They have something to confess. It kind of indicate that's within the word, right? It's not necessarily good, but I guess the good thing here is if they want to confess about someone else that has been in the middle, and I'm blocking while I'm saying this, that could be a sign. But it would be a hard thing for this person to then come out and say that And again, you could have indications about someone there. And again, that someone else could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be someone they have been connected to in the past. Definitely were a part of your cycles here. Okay, what about confess? I want one more for that. So to tie you to it, your person, you, or they want to confess about could be a fire sign. That's Aries. No, it's not. It's Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay. Let's see where this reading takes us then. What's the manifest card? Oh, liar. That's a bit heavy. A narcissist. Someone is full of themselves. Maybe that's why you have been trying to manifest it. Because you want the clarity. You knew someone was lying here. Be careful, someone's sneaky. Do you think that person to you, of yours, is a narcissist? I would hope not. Again, it would be so weird watching a reading to try and gain clarity of someone you allocate as a narcissist, now wouldn't it? But thinking they're full of themselves, yes, and that could as well be tying into that someone else. There is always a reason for everything, but that person that has been there in the middle trying to sabotage this could have been why this person, your perspective, were acting very full of themselves, right? Does it make sense? If they have someone within their corner that are making them move in a certain way, not that we are ever bound to anything, but this person could have felt that this person that has been in the middle trying to sabotage this has had some kind of a power over your person. Otherwise, why would you be listening to someone if they didn't have that, right? And that could be why your person has been lying, and you want to know why that. Why all of the lies? And again, with the confession card, it ties in, right? Let's see, love spell. Give it time. So that needed time. Everything in divine timing, let things flow. And you could have handed this over, so to speak, to the universe, knowing that in divine timing, everything will unfold, your answers will come. But we need to be ready for it, right? People often sit there and think, I want this right here, right now. And I'm blocking again. I want this right here, right now. And that's our ego, right? Having that power over us, not knowing that there's a reason it's not coming to your table in this moment of time. Often I find it to be that we are not ready to receive what we are manifesting, what we are asking for. And the universe do not want you to suffer unnecessarily, right? So if this situation needed fixing and it wasn't a good situation for you to be in, why would they want you to witness this, right? If your person needed to walk through that fire with that someone else, whoever that may be in the middle, that could be a fire sign that they want to come forward and confess about. If that situation for your person needed to be solved out within their own rights, within their own cycles, it wouldn't have benefited you in any way. Do you get what I'm saying? So why make this a focus in your life, right? You have other things to focus about. Focus on you and release this to us, right? Give it time and move on. Okay. So someone is unavailable, a waste of time, it's over. And then I'm splitting it to they be back. So I guess these two cards kind of go hand in hand in a way. Oddly, I am feeling like that. Because again, if you think someone is very full of themselves, right? Why waste my time on it? I'm just going to shut that door, right? So that could have been a process of thought within your mind. You know they are lying. And they are acting in a way that for you, collective, wouldn't make sense coming to this situation, right? Maybe this person as well are moving on for some I can't even get it out. It's moving on from something. And that could very well be tied to that someone else in the middle that has been trying to sabotage this. But I want to get the little black cards here. Ooh, we're about to fly. Just to see this confession. The runner. So it's the person connected to you. We kind of knew that, but then again, confirmation on it. So it's the runner that have someone here that has something here to confess. That's the reason why we're saying it. Everything, I can't even speak. Oh my God. It would not be easy for your person to have this confession that they are sitting on within this moment of time. And I think you, collective, you kind of know. You have indications when it comes to this. Because I think you know that they are lying. And it's like you're sitting there waiting for this truth to be spoken. Do you know exactly what the truth entails? I do not think you know to the full extent of it. But again, you would have indications. Right? Okay. What about that someone else? So again, confirming with the seduction. It could have been something, again, like I said in the beginning, it could have been something they were tied to. Again, maybe from the past before they met you. And then again, they had a roundabout with that person after you guys maybe have split up or have been in at least some kind of situation where you haven't been together, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't have this moving on, give it time. But it could be a permanent fixture in some way. It could be someone that they saw as quite stable, quite secure, that they thought was a part of their foundation. Again, the seductive card doesn't have to be this lust or anything to do sexually. It can be temptation in all its forms. It can be third-party interference, and the other card is literally that, right? So just again, it doesn't have to be in that lens. It can also indicate that kind of energy, right? Can we get a bit more about that, Spirit? That's someone else in the middle. But the boat, so you do have something coming to your table. When it comes to this situation, the boat, receiving what you need, progressing, arriving, moving on, closure issues. And we have that as here. We have that as well here. But then the sunglasses. So this person, either your person, right, could have looked at you with the sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. And if your person tried to gaslight you and you kind of had that indication within you, you kind of knew, right? You would have the lies here, because you knew something was off, it weren't right. And that would make sense then with the narcissist, but because that person to you, collective, would seem kind of full of themselves within that moment. But I'm just a bit curious, because that that person there. So it could be something or someone they were addicted to, a codependent relationship, right? obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraints. And I said a bit about that. It could be someone in your person's life. And if it were a permanent fixture, someone they saw as a part of their whole foundation, they would have had a codependent relationship coming to that person. If that person then has been showing up in an energy that indicates to your person that they are not playing by the book, right? Does it make sense? But it has been a block here. And we see that because they have been in the energy trying to murk things up. I'm getting that. Could it have something to do, again, if we take it back to temptations, right? Temptation with addiction in some way, shape, or form. It could be with substance abuse, right? It could be with drinking, partying, that energy. I don't know why I'm getting sort of a friendship. But talking. So they are, again, it's just confirming they're very interested in talking, conversate, and we know that because we have the confession here. They want to come forward. They want to spill the beans, is what I'm hearing. They want to be honest when it comes to this. And again, as I said it, I am being a little, how honest will this person be? Will they tell the whole truth about what went down, or will they try to, in a way, sugarcoat it, you know? But I think in this collective, you could be very good at seeing through people's facades, and you would quickly, maybe not to their face, but you would quickly have indication of, well, are you just lying, right? What are you hiding? I see through you. I'm hearing that. So that could be, I was about to say, a force within you. You have just this very clear indication where if someone is being truthful to you or not. Kind of that high priestess, right? Okay. What about this giving it time? Giving it time. So about memories, I feel it's more that with the camera here, making memories, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learning from the past. Again, you needed that. You needed to learn from the past. You needed to make new memories, but for yourself, if you get what I'm saying. You needed to go through reminiscing when it comes to this, and you have been phoenixing this, which is beautiful. That's really good. Repair, new phase, rekindling, renew, transform, growth, change mind, right? So you definitely would have seen yourself transform throughout this situation, which is a good thing. And you could be not even wanting to look at pictures or videos or whatever you would have saved with you and your person. You could have deleted it all, just been like, I need to get this away. It does not serve me. It doesn't make me any more happy to sit here and reminisce. I'm done with it. And I'm not getting that you have been in that way looking into that person's life recently. It could have been more in the past, I'm hearing. Because you needed to learn from the past, right? You needed to become more clear, more aware about yourself and phoenixing over it. Transform. That is good. It's really good. What about this date night? The clock, okay. So again, with the give it time, the clock here says so as well. Needing time takes time in cycles, time to heal and progress. And I think there are some things stirring within the surface. It could be coming within 3 to 10 days with the dice in the beginning. I don't think your person has made up their mind as you sit here and watch this reading. It's more of it's brewing within them, right? that they need to come forward, they need to confess, they need to get this off. They are very much hovering over their phone, right? They want to convert more. They want to text or call or email you. They really want to maybe just hear your voice or be in your presence. Again, the date night indicates that they want to see you in person. And I think it's a good thing. If your person wants to come in with a confession, then seeing them face to face, it would also, for you as a collective, make it easier for you to call out this if there are any lies or anything. Like I just said, you being in that lens, at least, a very much of a high priestess, your intuition would be telling you if this is worth trusting or not. I think you are very good at seeing that energy. And I think it's very honorable within a way if your person comes out wanting to confess face to face, because they do not want to hide. They do not want to wear these sunglasses, because it's always quite easy behind a screen, right? And we can't see each other's expression or body language or anything. So it becomes quite easy to hide behind something. And it's like this person is thinking, no, if I'm going to come forward, I need to be there in the present, right? I need to show up as myself, bare, show my emotions, so that person will know what I'm saying is it's the real deal, right? Which is a good thing, my perspective at least. I think that would show you that this person is choosing to move forward with some kind of an honor, also to you, collective, to be like, I understand that that's a need you have, so to speak. Okay, so let's just get in here a bit more to the reading. If we take it to this confession, can we have a bit more about this confession that they're thinking about? And again, confession. Oh my God. So again, it's very much there within the energy. It has been confirmed now again. But confession, unwilling, coming clean message, like I said, and I think that's what your person goes over. They want to come clean about something. That person, that fire sign, could be a feminine energy. They don't have to be a divine feminine. It could be a mother, for instance, if that's a permanent fixture, right? That could be their mother that really had an opinion about this. It could lead, or it could indicate a lot of sorrow, a lot of grief, maybe depression. Your person could have read through that as well, and that could be something that they want to confess. The situation has been weighing heavily on them, right? Not to make you feel sorry for them. I'm just simply saying what the cards here are explaining. But they could have been going through a lot of grief, a lot of loss coming to this, and you kind of would have. If that has been a permanent fixture within your life that you need to break away from, and it would maybe be your mother, right, as a feminine, because she is kind of motherly if you look at the card, right? She does embody that energy as well. And again, it's just indicating a feminine energy. It doesn't have to be divine, but that could lead to a lot of grief coming to this. It's not easy to turn away from your parents, right? Because we are so embedded within us that we need to have that relationship. It's kind of a thing within society, right? That a lot of people don't understand if you need to turn away from the people that gave you life, or gave you a childhood. But then again, what kind of a life and what kind of a childhood? Just because we are blood related doesn't mean that we have to have a life together. Now does it? But definitely, again, with the confirming of the confession, it's very much brooding within this, under the surface here. Can we have a bit more when it comes to this? Okay. I don't know why I'm getting parents with divine feminine and divine masculine. Could that person be talking about you and their energy? Yes, of course they could. But I'm just going back to what that confession is regarding, right? And that's regarding permanent fixtures within their life. And mom and dad would be their parents, right? There would be some kind of a permanent fixture within their life. And they may never have thought about cutting ties with them before they went in and were with you. And it could have caused a lot of clouded judgment here, right? Illusions, unbalanced, disoriented, and exhaustion, depleting, draining, long journey. And it would have been, and if it talks about you as a divine feminine, them in a divine masculine energy, then, well, yeah, this journey is long. It's not an easy journey. If it were easy, everyone would be on it, right? But it's not. There is a lot of reflection, and there is a lot of lessons to be learned, and a lot of cycles that needs to break within you as this collective that is watching, within you and your journey, and the same with your persons. And then again, all of the karmic energy that's surrounded, right? All of the people that are involved, there are lessons there to be learned before any kind of union can come into place. Make sense? Yeah. And chemistry. And if you haven't been shown that, if your person hasn't, and it doesn't seem like that, again, with the lie, you know that something is up, you know that something ain't real, because the way this went down within a way, it would just have been, what? So you, like, how can you go from having this chemistry, attraction, spark, and passion to all of a sudden not wanting to deal with someone, right? It didn't make sense to you. So you could have called them out on it. You could have said that, I see right through you, or something like that, right? But they weren't ready. So they just seemed maybe kind of full of themselves. Like, what are you talking about? No, I'm not. Oh my God, get over yourself. Maybe that vibe. But I think, again, they want to talk about this chemistry that they feel with you. All right. What about this exhaustion? What about that? Yeah, it is the journey, because new beginnings, right? Beginnings, trying again, new direction, starting over. So it has been a long journey. Again, don't make it fit. If you haven't been in separation for, I'm just going to say, more than a year, at least, I feel like, and it could be even more, it could be 2 years, it could be 3 years. That could be why the 3 came out in the beginning, right? It could have been quite a long time. And it takes a long time to come into that energy, to understand it, to be able to embody it, to become that energy from the broken people that you were when you were together and you split up, to coming into that yin and yang energy, right? Could your person as well have been coming into a balance within that? Yes, they could, but why would you want to confess that, if you know what I mean? I think it has something to do here with the confession, and I'm sticking to that first initial thought of it being a permanent fixture, and it could very well be their parents, right? That had something to say about this connection. And again, it kind of makes sense, because when you go through a breakup, right, you often go to other people and you relate to them what went down, and you always talk out from the perspective that you have, and you are not always very reflective upon what you're saying. You're more of getting in the lens of, I want this away from me, right? So you would say things that are not completely true. You will say things that are not really the truth, because it's way too hard to point that finger inward within that moment. Unfortunately, some people are like that, and your person could very well have been one of those people, and they couldn't be straightforward with their parents about what really went down. So instead of saying that they may be not ready, or they maybe have been treating you horribly, it was more of the blame game, pointing the finger at you. And that could be why you know that there are certain lies here. You could again have indication of this. You could have dreamt it, you could have felt it, you could know it for a fact. If you have like mutual friends or something like that, you heard something through the grapevines, right, about this situation. But yes, they want to try again. Again, we know the confession is for a reason, and they definitely want the new direction here, right? I think they are very much in the lens of wanting to take a leap of faith when it comes to this. And there is a reason why things have unfolded in the way, shape, and form that they did, right? But let's see a bit more about this. What about clouded judgment? What about that? Clouded judgment. Rejection. Okay. So I think that's why they haven't come forward yet. Okay, with the clouded judgment, this situation put them within a cloud of their own mind, right? Because they are afraid of you rejecting them, you not longer being there. And if you have called them out, right, and they weren't open and honest, they weren't ready to face that at the time, and therefore they left you in maybe in a silent treatment, maybe they blocked you, maybe they ghosted you, right? They would be afraid of you doing the same thing. They would be going over this. Is it just me having these thoughts and feelings, feeling unbalanced, feeling disoriented within this? Because they know this needs to be spoken about, but then again, what will be there at the end of the day? If I come forward, will that person even listen? Will they just again reject me right away? But that irrational fear that takes over, and that's what they need to face, right? That's the thing. Again, if we take it to this journey, that's something that you need to come into. Fear is just courage making itself known, right? And if we do not face our fears, how will we ever go into another leap of faith? How will we ever transform? How will we ever evolve as humans if we always stay within the safety? We have something so embedded with us when it comes to fear, but it's just the mind that takes over. And you can't say or do anything towards a person that feels like that. They have to figure that out within themselves, right? Does it make sense? And again, that's what you have been doing. You have, as a collective, been saying this needs time. They aren't ready. I know they're lying. I know, I feel it within me, and I'm trusting that, right? I'm getting that for a reason. Can we have a bit more about the confession, my angels, when it comes to divine feminine and divine masculine? Okay. So they have had a realization when it comes to that. Right? Epiphany, understanding, awakening, and something with their intuition as well, with their heart song, telepathy, inner knowing. And again, it ties into the chemistry card, doesn't it? And the new beginning. So they have come across some kind of realization when it comes to this connection. Again, their intuition would be telling them to move forward. Again, this fear they're feeling is irrational. And again, with the obscurity. So something here is secret. It's a mystery, is concealing. It could have been something with a mistake they make, misunderstood, victim, lost soul. But I think I said that in the beginning. I don't think you know to the extent what kind of a confession they are coming in with. You know they have something to confess at, and you could have called them out on something that you have felt within your body, within your vessel, right? But I don't think you know to the extent of what this confession entails, because there's something here that's secret. There's a mystery that is concealed, right? That they are hiding. What is that mystery? That secret? Yeah. Again, don't make it fit. This person pushed you away. This collective, you would have tried to call them out on something and they pushed you away because they weren't ready to face it at the time. That's why we have this rejection here. They are afraid of you returning that favor, so to speak. Do that person think like that within this moment of time, within the forefront of the mind? I don't think so. They have just this irrational fear within them. They are afraid of you not being there, basically, right? But they could have been showing you this bitterness. They could have had a lot of resentment. And they could have had a lot of hurtful words, but in the reality, they weren't longing, right? But again, they weren't ready to face it. They needed to go within and have realization when it comes to their intuition that there's a reason why I feel like this. And if they have been pushing it away, and have been at the same time talking a lot of smack to people that are those permanent fixtures within their life and have just stuck themselves to China, again, you know that theory with the train, right? As soon as you get off that train, you can go to the place that you something like that need to go to. It's coming to my mind for a reason. And I think your person just sat there in that train and just kept getting further and further and further away instead of owning their truth, right? It was too painful to face. And that would have been exhausting. Your person could as well be something, again, it indicates it, very prone to just sit in this suffer. Like, don't you say that? They're very prone to that. Is there more here, my angels? We need to distance. Woo! That was distance, though. Oh, it felt a bit long. Can we get that? And I have to crawl. But definitely the distance, this separation. So again, don't make it fit. It has something to do here with your initial separation as well. And those permanent, they would have been there. And if they had an opinion of you and then you went through a breakup, right? And your person has been saying stuff that isn't quite real because they wanted to protect themselves. They wanted to be validated, right? Within that moment of time, maybe they didn't know it like that. And they maybe not even have thought about you ever getting back together again, like pushing it away. There's a reason why it's confession and not communicate. They have something here to confess, and it's been confirmed. So it's not small, my angels, it's quite big. And again, I don't think you know to the full extent what really went down. But I think it caused your separation. It put all of this space, all of these blocks within your guys' dynamic because they weren't ready. And again, you could very much have chased them. But again, change. There's something here. I think your person has been going through wanting to change. But the only thing that concerns me a bit is that there's nothing about healing on this spread. And you have love, pretending, mask, exaggeration, right? But have this person been healing? Okay, definitely they are releasing something. They are letting something go. They're moving on. They're walking away from something they were avoiding, right? They were blocking it. They were pushing it away. I guess that's a good thing. The thing here right now is this the right time, right? I guess again, this confession could be coming to your table, and from that, you as a collective will be able to again make that decision if this is something that you want to entertain within this moment of time, right? But let's just see if we get tarot. Oh, I'm just pushing this. But if we get tarot to see about this, just to see when this person comes forward, in what energy will they embody on this person that wants to. Okay. Ooh, that big energy though. So they would be locked in when they come forward. The Emperor, right? Power, strength, loyalty, wanting success, achievements, very respectful, very stable, rules, right? Dominate, rational thinking. And the person would need that, right? With the rational thinking. Again, I think you as a collective would need that. You would need to be shown that, right? But that's it's good. And with the Four of Swords, very grounded, very balanced, there would be something here that they have been taking time to really reflect upon. And we see that they are in that energy within this moment of time, right? They are taking that break and they need to do inventory. And I think that's what they're doing in this moment of time with the releasing, right? The thing that they were avoiding, they were blocking. You're very calm. And they could also be in that energy when they come to you. And again, I think that's kind of beautiful if they have that calmness within them, because he definitely embodies that. But also if we talk about it to the situation, not pushing this, not forcing this, because he is not forcing anything onto someone. He's grounded, he's stable, he's secure within himself, right? It's not bad, my angels. It's not bad, actually. Can we have more for the energy this person will embody when they come forward? Ooh, with that confession. Yeah. And we have Six of Swords, but in reverse. Going against the crowd, delays, feeling stuck or stressed. And with the Queen of Cups, and that could be that with your intuition, right? Because he is as well sharp in her intuition. He has a sixth sense. I want one more for that. The Six of Swords in reverse. And it comes to this Ten of Cups. Okay. So when this confession comes forward, it won't be easy. I think this will need for you again to, right? To gain clarity, to gain perspective, to kind of digest what they have brought to your table. Again, like I said, it's not going to be an easy confession. I'm sorry. It's not going to be an easy confession, and you would need time to rest, need to calm yourself, need to just be, receive, meditate, reflect upon this. And you could be feeling that this would delay, or your person would know this will delay that wish I have, but I need to. If I don't speak this truth, we will never have that. Because if we take it back to that, if you are very intuitive as a person, again, I have said that throughout the whole reading, and there's a reason for it. You would be very good at seeing through people's lies and deceptions. They cannot wear a mask with you, and they know it. But they also know, I need to take off that blindfold and I need to just come forward with this confession. And it's not going to be easy, and it will cause this wish fulfillment of us being in that happy ever after harmony. It will cause delays when it comes to that. And I think it's, I wouldn't say it's coming here to warn you. I don't think it's like a warning, but more of getting that perspective for this collective, right? And those delays are there for a reason. It's a chapter you guys need to go through. And you could be the one, again, with the energy shifting within your guys' dynamic, right? You would be the one to go more silent because you would feel that need within your vessel, right? It could hurt you quite a bit, this thing that they're going to talk about. We have one more for Four of Swords here, my angels. Four of Swords. Oh, my camera just stopped. It came with an update again, sad for a reason. I think this will take you to a new level, right? It will be upgrading you. You will not maybe feel it or see it or have that indication within the moment when it comes, because it will be a hard truth to hear. Again, there's a reason why we have Four of Swords, but then again, it's beautiful because it's more of that really taking it in, resting upon it, not being stressed or overwhelmed in that sense, but gain more of that understanding and that reflection within what has been relayed to me, right? But let's see, can I have one more for Four of Swords? It's just coming out in chunks. But the Hermit, right? It will take you to go within, and definitely I've been feeling that. What's this? Justice. So it is to make harmony, right? To balance out the scale. And it really does make sense, again, with what this person has shown this collective. There will be a need for balance to take place within this, right? To make the right decision. And again, your person with their accountability taking that for what happened and why this happened, and speak that truth, right? It's actually not bad at all. The Emperor. King of Swords. Yeah. So they will very much be speaking their truth when it comes to this, and with a lot of integrity, as the Emperor, as the first card out for the energy they're gonna embody moving forward when this confession comes in, right? They will also be able to make this fair decision, and it's tied with the Ten of Swords. Normally, I don't like to see that King of Swords within a reading, but for this, it actually kind of suits my soul, I feel like, because he will have so much clarity about speaking his truth. He will have passion within the way he chooses to relay his words. Are he a bit strategic as well? Yes, he is, but maybe your person will need a bit of strategizing for themselves in a way. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm simply saying what I feel within the energy, right? But to relay this truth, to be clear, they need to, in their mind, I think they're going over, I need to process in my head what it is that I'm going to say in a way I'm going to say, because I want to be very clear about what went down coming to this Ten of Swords, because they know. They know. And again, with the 10, right? I'm just being drawn to that number. We have 10 here on both sides of the scale, right? That also indicates something ending, something is beginning with the 10-10 as well. That could have been an important season for you guys, the 10-10 portal. Could be a significant sign for this collective. What about the Queen of Cups? And Temperance. That's beautiful. And King of Cups at the bottom. But that's beautiful, right? Temperance. And that's also very present of the angels, isn't it? The divine has a hold of it. They are here to gain this beautiful balance. Temperance is beautiful. It's calm, it's peaceful, it's purity, it's neutral. And this collective, yes, but this connection as well will very much need that, right? To have temperance, to come into understanding, right? With one another. But I do not mind this energy, my angels, when they do come forward. Again, it's brewing within the surface, but I think there are some stepping stones before this comes. So just to have a bit clarity, so to speak, for this collective, how do the angels want you to move when this comes in? How would you want this collective to move? The Star. But be optimistic, right? Be happy. Be receptive. Have your wisdom. Balance. And that's really beautiful. And I felt that energy within the start of the reading. I was feeling very happy, very optimistic, very light, very carefree within a way. I was feeling genuinely happy. And it could be, again, with the good fortune here, right? Because the energy they're moving in that ain't bad, my angels. That ain't bad. Okay. Oh, Ace of Swords. Oh. So have that, right? Determination, courage, beginning of success. But I think it also indicates that truth that will be spoken, right? And you again would be able to rest in that. Know that this is truthful and you can rest surely in it. Does it make sense? You will be able to feel that the truth they are speaking, it speaks volume to you. And you will be able to speak your truth. Again, a very truthful conversation. But then again, it's tied into a confession. Can we have one more? Yeah. 5 of Swords. A lot about communication. Also that energy of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? But I think as well, be truthful in what you went through, the loss, the failure, the misfortune, the negative, the sabotage, the chaos that you went through, right? Don't hide yourself or feel like now you finally have your confession. You just need to kind of put those things away. They need to be spoken about for a reason, right? To clear this out within your guys' dynamic. We have one more. The wheel, yeah. The wheel is turning here. And it makes sense with what's coming to you, right? But it talks about the good luck, the development, the destiny, the new doors that are opening, right? And the karmic loops. And we talked about that as well in the beginning with the deviation, about that wheel that has to And it has to go all the way around with everyone involved within this dynamic, right? So I think what I'm getting at here is a very long and painful cycle is coming to a close. This confession will lead to very good thing. And you have wished upon, you have been manifesting this as well, and again confirming that. It's not bad, my angels. It's not bad. Is there more here, Spirit? Four of Pentacles. What about Four of Pentacles? Yeah. Hold on to this forward movement, right? There could still be a waiting game here, and we kind of have that indication as well with what came out for your person's part about the energy they kind of want to embody when coming to this confession, right? There will be something here where rest is kind of needed to digest what has been coming to you. But you need to hold on to something here with the moving forward, right? Does it make sense? Because it ain't stopping. There is definitely forward movement here, right? And you can't stop it. We have temperance here. The divine is all over this. And they would be. They would be pushing your person right here around to come forward to this again, to close that chapter, to start anew with the new beginning they have for their path. Well, you need to overcome that fear. Again, with fear is just strength making itself known. You need to come into that realization. And I think it's why it's not time yet. It's brewing within the surface, right? But again, they have a hold on it. They have a hold on it. It's actually very good, my angels. It's actually very good. I don't mind that at all. I don't. Where do we go from here? I'm getting so many messages, right? It's like one after the other. I feel like that's a sign. Maybe you're gonna be bombarded at some point. Just with a lot of messages coming through here. But let's get you to finish this reading off. Some message cards this collective needs to hear in this moment of time. Oh, that's a lot. Those difficult times will pass. Nothing bad lasts forever. The sun will shine again. The birds will sing. The clouds will clear, and you will be glad you kept moving forward. You will soon be rewarded for your patience. Hold on. You are far stronger than you think. Never allow yourself to be taken for granted. It is better to remove yourself from situations than to be treated less than you deserve. You are precious. You are worthy. When there are questions you need to assist with, go within, sit with yourself, meditate on the questions, ask for our help also. Then trust your intuition, and most often the answer and guidance will be delivered to you intuitively. We are here with you always. Trust yourself more than what you are in. Trust yourself more. Know that you are in the right place at the right time. Opportunities will present themselves to you when they are meant to, all in divine timing. Get excited about the future again instead of fearing it. I just want one more for never allow yourself to be taken for granted. Count all of your blessings, even the small ones. Show gratitude and appreciation for all that you have in life and all that yet has to come into it. Your best days are still ahead and still ahead of you. Isn't that a wonderful thought? So again, when this comes in, my angels, just know that this is forward moving, this is progression, and you need to hold on to that. But then again, go rest upon it. There's no need to hurry or Yeah, there's no need to hurry. Have yourself, like you need to have yourself with you. Do you say that? You need to be able to feel yourself, right? Not to be forcing or rushing anything. Your body needs to feel that grounded, secure, stable that they talked about, right? But let's just see. I'm gonna take some different dices first just to see kind of maybe angels numbers you need to look up. It could be indications for you. It could be your lucky number that comes out. It could be birthdays. It could be important dates with you and your person. Just dates you need to take into consideration as well. But just let's see. So we have 8, we have 20. So maybe the 8th month, 8 months, right? What is that? April, July. That's summertime. That's not far, if that's the case, right? And the 8, 4, and 5, and 30. So these could be significant numbers. They could be significant dates. They could be your birthday, your what do you say? Your how old you are. That word is completely gone. And just to finish it awesome. Just to finish it off, I'm gonna take some letters here and just see again with if there are any specific words. So it would be like spelling out your person's name or your name. It could be indication of the people that are tied to this, their name. Again, what resonates with your soul, right? B F N I A Q N M O J E M G V. MGV. Why does that sound like a car? I don't know. A O E C U K R I M or W. I can't see. V U R and H. So these would be again just significant, spelling out something significant to you that will tie you to this reading, or it will be the initials of the people that are involved, your name, your person's name. Again, something significant for this collective. That was today's reading. Thank you. I love myself. Thank you, my angels, for tapping in, for tuning in and listening. And I will be seeing you another day, another time, in another reading. Bye. Bye.